If you haven't looked deeply into Herbalife Nutrition recently, it might give you the new company Who Dis vibes. Almost all businesses were forced in some level to transform itself due to the effects from the COVID 19 pandemic. The normal business model of Herbalife Nutrition and really any of the multi level marketing type companies were severely interrupted because the core of their business strategy is really based around frequent personal interactions with customers that are hyper localized and predicated on results oriented relationships. A lot of these personal interactions through physical locations, what Herbalife Nutrition calls nutrition clubs, and Herbalife Nutrition boasts more than 72,000 of these nutrition clubs globally, which, to give you context, is more than double the number of Starbucks locations worldwide. The COVID 19 effect limited face to face interactions, physical shopping, and health, fitness, goal oriented behaviors globally and replaced it with digital interactions, e commerce, and a high stress sedentary behavior. The astounding thing is that Herbalife Nutrition not only survived this period, but actually thrived with consistent quarterly sales records. Herbalife Nutrition will have somewhere around $6 billion in revenue during the calendar year of 2021. If we look back to the calendar year of 2019, that number was $4.9 billion. So they were able to add $1.1 billion of incremental sales during the last 2 years. And I say that casually, but if you think about maybe how complex a company like Herbalife Nutrition is to run and them having their business model, their operational model kind of crumbling around them and them still being able to transform and evolve and pivot quickly. So you add that amount of incremental revenue, it's just plain silly if you think about it. And while only 25% of its total sales come from the North American market, the United States has become an important growth engine for the company, contributing to almost half of that total Herbalife Nutrition 2-year stacked growth. So what's at the heart of this strategic transformation? I'll start at product first because it's a good recap for you to understand what categorical segments of the global supplements market Herbalife Nutrition competes in. For the non-MLM or affiliate marketing side of the supplement industry, a lot of those industry professionals will hate on Herbalife Nutrition for this part of their business. Most of these haters maybe don't understand that while there's always better mousetraps with products, you can always make something better or whatever that is. Herbalife does an exceptional job at balancing science-based high-quality products with their business model commercialization potential. Consumers that are just starting out in their health and wellness and kind of fitness journeys don't need the most over-engineered premium products out there. Just like a 16-year-old that just got their driver's license shouldn't have a Lamborghini for their first car. So the first and most important category that Herbalife Nutrition competes in is weight management. They are the global market leader in the $17.4 billion weight management category with almost a 20% market share. They also have the number one meal replacement product in the world. The second category is what they call targeted nutrition. This is a large and broad global category with over $115 billion in sales and includes categories like fish oils, fiber, as well as general vitamins and supplements. And then sports nutrition category is currently valued at nearly $22 billion globally. Over the next 5 years, it's a supplement category, which is expected to have a high single-digit compounded annual growth rate. This would be considered the weakest category at Herbalife Nutrition currently, with less than 1% of the total market share, but is seen as a huge opportunity to grow globally. Herbalife Nutrition has started to leverage endorsements with Cristiano Ronaldo, 5 national Olympic committees, and an esports team in China. Future product development themes for Herbalife Nutrition will be adopting clean label standards where applicable, developing more global sports nutrition products, and investing in localization of products specific to different markets. That last point around localization of products is key as Herbalife Nutrition operates in 95 markets globally with many needing unique flavor profiles and ingredient preferences. And refreshing this product portfolio has been a key driver to the sales growth across the regions. Herbalife Nutrition is also utilizing a new product development strategy where it actually speeds up that commercialization process around 22%. So the speed to market of new innovations used to take 22 months. Now it takes around 17 months. The second area I want to talk about is around enhancing the brand. Herbalife Nutrition has focused a lot of its attention on strengthening its brand and increasing its overall credibility with distributors and their customers. The core of the brand for decades has been focused on nourishing the potential in everyone to create a healthier future. This has stood the test of time, but even multi-billion-dollar companies need help weaving it deeper into its culture and business strategy that inspires all stakeholders to deliver on that brand experience. To do this, they have partnered, at least started the brand work in January of 2020 with a global leader in brand strategy, and the work on that project is expected to be unveiled in early 2022. Consider the increased importance of this massive branding project when you notice the current trends of distributor customer demographics around generations. 66% who joined Herbalife Nutrition in the second quarter of 2021 were either Generation Z or Millennials. These are the generations that have spoken with their wallets that they care about having an emotional connection with the brands they hire for jobs in their lives. These are also the generations that are not subscribing to the typical 9-to-5 lifestyle. 74% of millennials and Generation Z have dreams of becoming an entrepreneur. The COVID-19 effect also helped as recessionary economic shocks usually bring up the excitement and energy around entrepreneurial spirits. It was further accelerated as a ton of the restricted living situations happened. A lot of people were kind of sitting at home, and the current kind of Herbalife distributors had a chance to message a lot more people through social media, got people excited about maybe potentially earning more income for their families, having a more flexible lifestyle as a lot of them maybe children were at home. So all that recruitment process became much easier, and Herbalife Nutrition now has the largest sales force ever in the company's history. The next portion of the strategic transformation is around the digital transformation. The entrepreneurial spirit of these generations also aligns with the digital transformation effects going on at Herbalife Nutrition. At the beginning of the pandemic, Herbalife Nutrition saw a surge in core technology systems usage like BizWorks that tracks and analyzes business growth and downline sales performance. As more distributors and their customers pivoted to online ordering, available now in about 96% of Herbalife Nutrition's markets. While Herbalife Nutrition will likely never be a pure play e-commerce dominated business, though regions like China with its usage of WeChat will be comparatively higher than others, digital sales has grown 32% on a 2-year stacked basis. Distributors also turned in droves to social media to start to communicate to their potential customers and stay connected. So what used to be a nice to have now is a must have skill set for these distributors. And Herbalife Nutrition has stepped up to add different tools to help their distributors. At the core, the digital transformation strategy is about providing distributors with knowledge, insights, and technology that helps them grow their businesses and better connect with their customers. For this strategy to be most successful, technology needs to capture as much consumer transaction data as reasonably possible. The customer relationship management platform is powered by Salesforce in the US, where they capture virtually all customer transactions, as well as other investments in internally developed tools such as proprietary point of sale and customer loyalty programs. Believe it or not, Herbalife Nutrition is in the early stages of using data-driven capabilities to enable its distributors to cross-sell and upsell in intelligent ways based around data analytics and artificial intelligence. And the last kind of strategic initiative around Herbalife Nutrition has been focused on customer retention. Herbalife Nutrition must consider customer retention through two different but conjoined lenses. It starts at distributor and sales leader activity and retention rates. Currently, Herbalife Nutrition has an 88% distributor satisfaction rate. For the past nearly 2 decades, Herbalife Nutrition has had a strategic initiative to improve distributor retention. Over that time, the retention rates improved globally from 27% to 67%, with volume growing by more than 4 times over that period from 1.5 billion to almost 7 billion volume points. While distributors bring in millions of new customers each year, there's a huge opportunity to drive top line growth by improving the activity and retention rates of these new customers. 37% of new customers order in the second month, and 39% order anytime between 7 to 12 months after their first purchase. Modest improvements in these activity rates combined with improved customer retention rates offer a significant revenue opportunity for the future. As an example, if an additional 2 out of 10 new customers ordered every month, over the 5 years, that would lead to approximately 30% volume growth. If you bump that to 4 out of every 100 new customers ordered every month, the improvement would lead to approximately 69% volume point growth. The second retention lens is around the customer. And really, any functional CPG brand starts with the product and how well that product is being utilized. One aspect beyond the product comes down to support and community. And this is what a lot of new consumers that are on their fitness and health journey lean on in the early stages and increases the likelihood of their success. That's why those nutrition clubs that I talked about earlier is such an important element of Herbalife Nutrition and has really been a competitive advantage and a cornerstone of Herbalife Nutrition success. Nutrition clubs provide community for their customers. They also provide the distributors a way to personalize the needs for their customers through products and services. For example, maybe weight loss challenges or neighborhood walks for new moms. I just want to end on some final thoughts and kind of talk about maybe why the current CEO of Herbalife Nutrition is so important to its current transformation. I truly believe that a huge part of the reason why Herbalife Nutrition has done so well over the last 2 years has been its new CEO, John Agwanobi. John comes from a family of doctors and healthcare workers. He actually is a doctor himself. He was a pediatrician, at least initially in the Washington, D.C. era. He went back into academia, got his master's in public health, I believe, started to serve as Florida's Secretary of Health and going on to being a Assistant Secretary of Health for the U.S. Health and Human Services Department. And then in 2007, he went back into the private sector. He was the head of Walmart's U.S. health-related businesses. So he ran all of the pharmacies, the health clinics, all of the over-the-counter supplements and medications. And then in 2016, he joined Herbalife Nutrition at first as the Chief Health and Nutrition Officer, but eventually moving up to becoming CEO of the company just a few years ago. I believe this diverse and personal journey for John Agwanobi is extremely helpful towards the current phase of Herbalife Nutrition. Herbalife Nutrition wants to be the most trusted nutrition and lifestyle company in the world and has a ton of major trend tailwinds behind it. I've long mentioned to nutritional supplement companies that they should be looking at Herbalife Nutrition as an inspiration for a lot of its business strategies that it does extremely well. As you can see from some of the information that I presented, Herbalife Nutrition has done extremely well to evolve its huge business to meet the needs of the changing, evolving consumers during this COVID-19 effect era. Herbalife Nutrition has become one of the most resilient companies in the world, and hopefully this information will inspire you to follow them more closely. If you enjoyed this YouTube video, hit that like button. If you want to support me even further, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I have a short-term goal of reaching 2,000 subscribers very soon. You can be a part of that journey. 4/5 of you, unfortunately, are not subscribed to this channel. You watch this religiously, yet you're not subscribed. That makes me sad. I do want to thank you for tuning into this video, and I'll see you on the next one.